Let's try to identify where each one of these real world situations would fall in our sets of real numbers. So the first example we're going to look at is the number of people wearing glasses in a room. So when we talk about a number of people doing anything, we know that this number cannot have a fraction or a decimal piece to it. You cannot have 1.3 people or 1.5 people wearing glasses. So we know it cannot have a fraction or a decimal part. That immediately narrows it down to being either an integer or a whole number. Well, an integer means it would be negative. So we know we can't have a negative number of people wearing glasses either. So we don't need to include the set of integers either. This means that the number of people wearing glasses in a room would be just whole numbers. Whole numbers is the set that best describes this. Now, of course, whole numbers are also integers, rational numbers, and real numbers. Whole numbers fit inside all of those categories, but the specific set that best describes people wearing glasses in a room is just whole numbers. We only need the set of whole numbers to describe how many people are wearing glasses. So whole numbers is the set that best describes this situation. Now let's look at the second one. The circumference of a flying disc has a diameter of 8, 9, 10, 11, or 14 inches. So to answer this question, we need to know how you find circumference. And the way that you find circumference is that you take the diameter of something and you multiply it by pi. So I don't even necessarily care what the diameter is. I'm given some numbers in the problem, but it doesn't matter what numbers I'm given because if I take any diameter and I multiply it by pi, my answer is going to be something that has pi in it. Let's say, for example, I use the diameter of 8. My circumference is going to be 8 pi, 8 times pi. And if I multiply 8 by pi, I am multiplying 8 by an irrational number. Some might say the king of irrational numbers is pi. If you multiply by an irrational number, your answer is going to be irrational. So the set of numbers that will describe this best is irrational numbers because we are multiplying by pi. Irrational numbers are also real numbers, so it fits inside the group of real numbers, but the specific set that best describes circumference is going to be irrational numbers.